What's up, guys? Today we'll be going over my first garden reworked weapon, and that's gonna be the Ancient Gospel, the 140 RPM Void Hand Cannon. And this scene is kind of a monster now with two very great rolls that you should consider farming and being able to craft. And the way you farm this is, I just got back from vacation, and when I got back I saw people were doing this, so I'm gonna go ahead and link a tutorial down below. It's pretty simple. We did it with 3 people. And in that encounter, you can get the hand cannon and the pulse. And between the 3 of us, it took not even 2 hours for all of us to get 5 red borders for both. So very quick, very easy once you learn the route. If you're familiar with farming encounters, 1 person holds the CP. You can do it with only 2 people, but with 3, you have 2 people go out of bounds and it's a little bit quicker. So definitely do that while it lasts. I've heard this glitch has been around for a very long time, so it probably won't be patched. So definitely take advantage of it. And once again, I'll link a video down below to do that farm. So jumping into the perks on this weapon, starting off with the left column, there's 4 perks I would say are worth mentioning. First, if you want a traditional reload perk, you do have Rapid Hit. And then we have Demo in the left. You know I love when primary weapons have Demo in the left. But the 2 standout perks are usually in the right on most weapons in the game that are now in the left on this weapon. Are going to be first Destabilizing Rounds, and then Rampage. And those are going to be the 2 that are going to be by far the most interesting, just due to the fact that they're usually not in the left on primary weapons. So what can we pair those left column perks with in the right? Well, we have 2 great damage perks, the first being Swashbuckler, then we have Kill Clip, and finally we also have Explosive Payload. So the first combo we can do is going to be Rampage plus another damage perk. That could be Kill Clip or Swashbuckler. Rampage plus Kill Clip was on the Kindled Orchid, and now is back on the Ancient Gospel. And I think this is going to be the better damage combo compared to Swashbuckler, because when you need double damage perks, it's going to be harder content where you're under light, and it's going to be hard to get Swashbuckler times 5 going. It is going to be 33% compared to 25% of Kill Clip, so it will be the higher damage combo, but it requires a melee final blow to get to times 5, or chaining 5 kills to get to the times 5. Compared to Kill Clip, you can just get 1 kill, reload, and have the full 25%. And for where you need the extra damage of Rampage plus Kill Clip, that harder content, under light, wherever it is, just getting that 1 final blow, getting Kill Clip going, getting that initial 25% will allow you to then more easily stack up 3 kills for Rampage and constantly chain both perks over and over. And that perk combination puts in work for harder content, allowing you to 2-shot, maybe even 1-shot most enemies in the game. And even for easier content, online content, this perk combination isn't a waste. A lot of the time you're going to be able to 1-hit without damage perks or just 1 damage perk, so having both would be overkill. But I think one thing people kind of forget is more damage also means more effective range. So even in easier content, this perk combination is still good and will allow you to hit 1-taps from further away, and just adding to the range of the weapon. Then the other perk on the left we mentioned, Destabilizing Rounds. What can we combo with that? Well, you could just combo it with a damage perk, Kill Clip, or Swashbuckler. Could be the way to go, but what I decided to do was pair it with Explosive Payload. And the idea behind this is when you get a kill with Destabilizing Rounds, it's going to spread volatile to nearby targets. Then when you shoot a target, they will then proc the volatile and explode. And with Explosive Payload, you're going to be hitting multiple things at once with the splash damage, triggering more and more of those volatile explosions. So as we mentioned, the Rampage Kill Clip roll is basically just the Kindled Orchid 2.0. And then the Destabilizing plus Explosive Payload is kind of just like the Void version of the Zaouli's Bane. So overall, the 2 Ancient Gospels I crafted, both are full bore plus flared magwell, then enhanced Rampage and enhanced Kill Clip. The second one is enhanced Destabilizing Rounds and enhanced Explosive Payload. And you can use backup mag on either of these, or the new one, Tactical, for more reload and handling. And one thing I want to do is to show off the DPS of this hand cannon with Rampage plus Kill Clip. It is pretty high. The full combination of Rampage times 3 and Kill Clip is going to be a 66.4% buff, meaning 51.5 thousand DPS to red bars. And just putting that in the ballpark, comparing it to a sidearm. Sidearms are generally the highest DPS for primaries, or in the conversation of highest DPS. looking at the DPS of this one right here, it's under 40,000, and obviously has way less range and more recoil, all that stuff. So yeah, Rampage plus Kill Clip does a lot of damage on this hand cannon and feels really good in almost any content you throw it at. Some other roles you could craft is going to be around Demolitionist. Whenever Demo's on the left, that's obviously like a great opportunity to make some unique roles. But pairing it with stuff in the right, there's not really anything too great that other hand cannons don't have at least or better versions of. There's really no great damage perk to pair with Demo in the right. Kill Clip plus Demo doesn't really make sense because you can avoid reloading with throwing grenades. Demo plus Swashbuckler is okay, but I wouldn't say a great combination. So there's really no great damage perks to pair it with. You could try Harmony, I guess, or Explosive Payload. That could be decent for harder content. Demo plus Explosive, but nothing too stand out for Demo. Then you could go like Rapid Hit plus 1 the damage perks, or Explosive Payload for harder content. But once again, nothing really stands out too much compared to all the other great hand cannons in the game. One thing I will say is I'm still not fully convinced by destabilizing rounds. I kind of like it a lot more than I used to, for sure. But the internal cooldown, even on enhanced, being I think roughly 3 seconds, is kind of awkward. I'm not sure why it has such a large cooldown compared to someone like Incandescent that is very, very similar. I do think volatile rounds do way more damage and have a bigger radius than Incandescent, but Incandescent can lead to ignitions, which absolutely do have more damage and probably the same, if not a larger radius, than the volatile explosions. So I'm not quite sure why they have decided to put the cooldown here and what the balancing is between the two, but it's definitely a lot better than it used to be, and absolutely a usable perk. One thing I will usually do just to make it a little bit better is on Void or Prismatic, use the fragment that allows Grenade Final Blows to load volatile rounds to our Void weapons. That way we can double dip with volatile rounds plus spreading volatile on kills. With that combination, they'll just be volatile everywhere. One single kill will just make everything explode, and it's a really good combo, and I would definitely recommend to help out that role even further. Anyways, I think that's me it for the video. Just some gameplay left. Like usual, thanks for watching. Catch you guys next time.